Hey, what's up you guys, Stylmeister here, and today I'm going to be giving my 2 cents on the latest single from Meghan Trainor. Now, I have pierced the mads to actually thank for showing me this song right here, because I haven't heard her first single, All About That Bass, enough, considering the fact that I hear that song along with a lot of other top 40 crap every day that I go out working. So yeah, thank you for showing me this new ear rape, Maddie. So, as far as the song itself goes, it's nothing more than your generic top 40 song that's influenced by the 1950s. You can especially tell this by the music video that is taking place with the white picket fences and the wardrobe choices and all that other good stuff. But the one thing that stands out for me personally are the lyrics of this song right here, and some people are saying that this is women taking power and all this other stuff, when in reality it's nothing more than gender stereotypes. Not the traditional stereotypes, I'm talking as in women taking charge, which feminism is supposedly against. But again, radfems love to contradict themselves on a constant basis, and yeah, let's see what she has to tell us, as her song Dear Future Husband says, where it says, "Here's a few things you'll need to know if you want to be my one and only all my life." So let's see how we can be her future husband. Take me on a date! I deserve it, babe! And don't forget the flowers every anniversary! Cause if you treat me right, I'll be the perfect wife! Buying groceries! But buying groceries! Buying what you need! Now, this first verse right here doesn't seem too bad. It's one of those verses that could be very open for interpretation, but what gets a lot of people is the part where she says, "I deserve it, babe," reinforcing this idea that I deserve to go to these types of fancy restaurants right here and get this overly priced food, as well as I deserve these type of flowers for every anniversary that we have, whether it be boyfriend-girlfriend anniversary or husband and wife wedding anniversary, whether it be any type of anniversary that you celebrate. I can see where people would get thrown off with that part of the song right there. And I do promise you guys that it does become less and less open as we progress down the lyrics. But one question I do have there as far as the first verse goes: are you paying for the groceries with your own money? Or are you one of those types of women that says that you're buying the food, you're buying this, you're buying that, when in all reality the guy is actually paying for it and you just have access to his money? Or do you two simply have a joint account? That's another part where I could see open interpretation, but yeah, let's just continue down the lyrics right here and let's see how the open interpretation becomes less. You got the 9 to 5, but baby, so do I. So don't be thinking I'll be home baking apple pies. I never learned to cook, but I can write a hook. Sing along with me, sing along with me. Because you only ever need one quality in life in order to get by, which in this particular case is knowing how to write songs, or hooks, as a lot of pop acts are calling it these days. And you don't need to learn how to do things such as cook or drive, or this big one right here, properly manage finances. You don't need to learn how to do basic hygienics like brush your teeth, shower, or anything like that at all, no. You don't need to learn how to do any other essentials. You don't even need to learn how to have bonus qualities or have multiple talents, which is also part of bonus qualities. You don't even need to do any of that other stuff at all, no. All you need to do is write shitty songs that'll get you a lot of fucking money in order to get by in life. I know in Meghan's particular case, this works, because she's getting all sorts of money from her shitty bass song that we all are blessed to hear every single day that we go out. But what happens when you start to lose relevance? What happens when that money isn't coming in anymore? What happens when you go bankrupt and all you know how to do is write songs? And what if those songs don't get out on the radio like they used to? What if you end up homeless because of your bankruptcy and you don't know how to do anything else? You'd be fucked. I know for everyone else, they'd be fucked as well. That's why we have to have these additional qualities as well. And as far as the cooking part goes, what is so wrong about knowing how to cook It's not a gender thing. The only time I've ever heard of it being a gender thing is in the traditional family setup that's been set for thousands of years. That's the only time I've ever heard of that being done. I know ever since the dawn of time, there have always been male cooks and female cooks, especially on fucking pirate ships, for God's sakes, when they would set voyages and when they would go out and get treasure and all that other stuff. I know that for a fact. I know for a fact that I know how to cook. I can make some pretty awesome chicken, as well as I know how to make my own sauces by mixing them with other sauces to make unique flavors. I know how to make burgers, bacon, salad. I can cook some pretty good stuff as well, and that's not reinforced stereotypes that was bestowed onto me or anything like that. No, I wanted to learn how to cook, and I have other qualities to me as well that I know are going to be very helpful in life. I know how to properly manage finances so that I know that I'm not bankrupt or anything like that at all. No. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with having additional qualities? I mean, this could be interpreted as such, Megan. I mean, come the fuck on. Going down the lyrics. You gotta know how to treat me like a lady, even when I'm acting crazy. Tell me everything's alright.
That's disturbing.
In other words, the woman is always in the right. The woman is never wrong in any way, shape, or form, in which I'll go into further down in the lyrics as we go further into the song. And yeah, no matter what the female does to you, if a female attacks you, take the beating, because that's what a real man does. And again, just remember, if you want to keep your girl happy, if you want to keep this type of woman happy, she's never wrong, even when she is wrong. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you want to be my one and only all of my life. Dear future husband, if you want to get this special loving, tell me I'm beautiful each and every night. And nothing wrong with telling your special partner that they're beautiful each and every day. I mean, that shouldn't be reinforced. That should be something that's a given. And even if you forget to tell each other that you're beautiful each and every day, don't just tell them that they're beautiful. Show them that they're beautiful through your actions. Treat them like they're the only thing that matter in life. I mean, words and buying materialistic things only does so much. Actions show way more than that other stuff. If that's the only thing you gotta show is words and materialistic things, then good luck having a happy relationship.
After every fight, just apologize, and maybe they'll let you try and rock my body right. Even if I was wrong, you know I'm never wrong. Why disagree? Why disagree?
Ladies and gents, I present to you one of the biggest problems I have in this song so far. After every fight, just apologize. Which again was the point I was making earlier, in which the girl is never wrong. Even when she is wrong. You never call a girl out on her bullshit, because women like this don't want to be called out on their bullshit. They just want to be revered as intellectuals that are right about everything. They want to be compared to God, for God's sakes. I mean, no. If you want true equality, this is not going to happen. No. If you're wrong about something, you're wrong about something. If you did something to fuck your partner over, regardless of what gender you are, then you apologize and you make up for it. It doesn't matter what gender you are. I know for a fact that if I'm in a relationship and I legitimately fuck up in something, I'll apologize. But if my partner does something wrong, I'm not going to be like, I'm sorry for everything I've done wrong. My man China just wants to be wrapped around you again. I mean, I just don't want to lose you. I just don't want to lose you. You're right about everything. I'm a worthless man China. White-knighted motherfucker. Take me back, baby. Baby, come back. I that one part of the song that you stated in there, and maybe then I'll let you try and rock my body right. You know how much of a slap in the face that is to a lot of guys, if not all guys? That's like telling a guy that I didn't feel your dick because of the lack of girth or the lack of overall manliness you have down there, but you tried. And then she proceeds to finish it off herself because the guy can't please her. And then afterwards she goes, it's okay, you tried, but you can give yourself a pat on the back, guy. You lasted much longer than the previous guys that I fucked. I mean, still though, that is such a slap in the face. I mean, good lord. And this comes after the whole, after every fight, just apologize. Okay, so you have to acknowledge that she's right with everything, and then you can try to rock her body. No. No thank you. And then you have the part of the chorus going on again, treat me like a lady, blah blah blah, not gonna repeat that part, and going down further into the song. Dear future husband, here's a few things you'll need to know if you want to be my one and only all my life. Hey, baby! Dear future husband, make time for me. In other words, avoid every other person that has had some significance in your life and make time for me. Don't leave me lonely. And no, we'll never see your family more than mine.
I told you that this got worse as we progressed through the song lyrics. I told you that. I fucking told you. And this is so cringeworthy that this is worthy of being on the cringe channel. But for some odd reason, if you've ever thought that this is worthy of plastering all over the YouTubes, apparently the record companies thought that this was worthy of blasting in the mainstream airwaves.
I'll be sleeping on the left side of the bed. Hi! Open doors for me and you might get some kisses.
In other words, this is the cock tease part of the song, especially with how the music video portrays it.
Don't have a dirty mind, just be a classy guy. Buy me a ring, buy me a ring. Buy, boy!
In other words, rings are the only thing that matter. I get that it is symbolism, that you want to propose and all that other stuff, but again, is the materialistic things in the relationship the only thing that make a relationship work? I mean, hell, couples like that stay together only for financial benefits as well as any other benefits that come with the relationship, whereas it has very little or nothing to do with love whatsoever, which is one of the biggest reasons, if not the biggest reason, why marriages fall apart, especially in the first world. I mean, hell, look at the marriage rates that are plummeting down in America. I mean, fuck. And then we want to get worked up about materialistic things, and if you don't buy the right ring, if you don't get the right type of flowers, you're reinforcing this idea that if you don't do these things, then you're not the perfect type of husband, or you're not the perfect type of wife. But in this particular case, we're talking about the perfect husband. And the rest of the lyrics just pretty much repeat themselves, so I'm not even going to read those parts of the lyrics, and just the fucking nerve of saying that, oh, you gotta do things my way in order to make a relationship work, reinforcing this idea of gender stereotypes, as well as reinforcing this idea that if you don't do things my way, then it ain't gonna work. If you don't buy the right things, it ain't gonna work. If you don't kiss my ass, then it ain't gonna fucking work. Just the fucking audacity. The main message that I got from this song is that you need to bend over and let me penetrate that mangina with my black studded dildo, yeah! that's pretty much what I get from this whole thing. Penetrating that tight mangina and making you a white knighting pussified bitch in the name of gender equality, that's pretty much the message I got from this whole thing right here. And as far as the lyrics go overall, aren't you just reinforcing traditional stereotypes as well as reverse stereotypes as well? I mean, what I get from this whole thing is that the guy pretty much has to do all the work. And with the traditional setup, the guy pretty much does a lot of the work anyway. I mean, you look at the traditional family setup, the guy goes out into the real world and works while the wife cleans up and the wife does traditional wife things, takes care of the kids, la-di-da-di-da. And yeah, except in this particular case, the only difference is that the guy is a pretty much stay-at-home husband or stay-at-home boyfriend or whatever the case may be, but that work ethic is still there because from what I gather with these lyrics, you don't want to put much effort into the relationship at all. And the very fact that people actually support this song right here fucking disgusts me.
Consistency! Shut the fuck up!
As far as the music itself, I mean, it's nothing special other than the very fact that it's very influenced by the 1950s, not only with the music, but the music video itself. I mean, I got that vibe from the first single, All About That Bass. It's just more obvious with this song, or at least in my personal opinion, and the music video boasts that idea and influence even more. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the song right here, and I'm gonna end this video the traditional official GATG way and propose a toast. And so call me an MRA, call me a sexist, bigoted asshole, share this video around, leave your own shut the fuck up lines in the comment section below. I don't care what you do, just be sure to leave your input, and cheers motherfuckers. Today's Thirst Quencher is brought to you by Arizona Mango. It is fucking amazing, that's all I gotta say about that. Now stay tuned for more videos, take care, see you later. Cueing epic outro music to cleanse thine mind of this fucking bullshit.